This video will help students to learn the process of submitting work via a teacher-graded activity in Edmentum, specifically in our MCPS CHSSP Foreign Language courses. Once you complete a tutorial, you will be ready to move on to the next step. In some lessons, that next step will be a teacher-graded activity. Go ahead and click the play button to get started. You can now navigate through this assignment using the arrows. Make sure to read the objective and make sure you review the rubric to know how this activity is going to be scored. Next, in these activities, you will find tasks to complete. Some activities have one, while others will have multiple tasks. Some of these tasks will require an audio submission, while others will require a writing submission. We will now look at how to submit one of each type of submission. For audio-based tasks, it's pretty simple. You will use the built-in audio recorder in the Edmentum window. Click on the Files button on the left side to access the recorder. Then, scroll down and click Record an audio file to begin. You will click on the red circle to begin recording. But if this is your first time using this recorder, you must allow permissions through your browser to use the microphone. Make sure to click Allow, or else you will not be able to proceed. When you are done your recording, you may use the black square to stop. You can now listen back to it using the play button, or you can re-record if necessary. Once you're finished, you will need to save your recording before proceeding. Make sure to save this with your last name and the name of the assignment in the file name. You will now see that your MP3 file is loaded in the files ready to be submitted. It's now time to move on to Task 2. Task 2 requires a written response. Let's look at the best way to do that. First, you will need to open up a blank Google Doc, or you could utilize other document creation software such as Word or Pages on a Mac. Google Doc is the easiest way to use your MCPS Google account to create this submission. Go ahead and first name your file, again with the last name and the name of the assignment. Once you have completed your writing task, you will then need to download the file so you can later upload it to Edmentum. The best download file type would be PDF, and it's very simple to do through the Google Docs. If you click File, scroll down to Download, and you can select here PDF. If you're in Chrome, you should see your file name pop up here to start downloading. You will now want to navigate back to the Edmentum activity window. Here, we will be able to go back to our file submission box and find the Upload New File button. Click the Upload New File button and you will see this box here to choose a file. You notice the supported file types down here and the maximum file size of 15 megabytes. Go ahead and click Choose File and locate the file, the written response that you just downloaded from Google Docs. When you find your file, select it, and you will see it appear here. Now you will want to click Upload File. You should now see it over here in the Files box in the Teacher Graded Activity. We will now complete some final steps to submit your work for grading. First, you will want to confirm that all the files you need to submit are found here in the Files box. You will notice we have our MP3 audio file for Task 1 and we have our written PDF for Task 2. Select the files that you would like to include in the submission by selecting these checkboxes here. Now, a very important step that you must do is click this box here, Include Selected Files. If you do not hit that, the files will not be submitted for scoring. Once all of these checkboxes are checked, click the Submit for Score button. You may write a note here, optional, or you may just go ahead and again confirm the files here to be included and click Submit for Score. You will now see these tabs showing that these assignments or these files were submitted for scoring. You may now hit Save and Exit and move on in your course.